Set. 180.
57.
I'm on. Run. One touch.
First down, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jalen Richard, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Pistol. 20 right. Kill.
Check nickel.
Real.
Check your hot read. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Watch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Mayfield on play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Run.
Check 49. Check 49. Check.
Up. Watch out.
Now a run with Cook. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Alert.
Tighten up.
Hey, alert.
Check. Crunch.
Hey, alert 33.
Back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Set. 180.
Mike 57. You ain't doing nothing today.
Hey, alert. Watch out.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And this announcer kind of speechless. Cannot explain what just happened there. Utter lunacy. He ran the wrong way the length of the field and gave up a safety. I'm not even going to try to unpack that one.
Good move. Let's just leave that one alone, shall we?
Cat's got our tongue here in the booth.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Alert.
Rush in. Check 52. Switch.
Point it right.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Watch out.
Now Cook. And an alley to run. Cook with a first down and much more. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dalvin Cook, 81 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On the ground, Richard. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Fields. He's got his man, Boyd. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st down, Richard. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic.
From the gun, Fields. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 11th touchdown of the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Fit, 180.
Check pass. Check pass.
They go play action. Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Carl Lawson, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mayfield down. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Travis Landry. Incomplete. Sets up.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Richard. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
To throw on second down. Fields. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green with touchdown number 7 on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First and 10.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 17.
The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati, and even 40 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. This is Richard. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Got a man open, it's Ross. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Yes.
You got motion man right there.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And in this very cold night air. How much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Fields. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Get your swerve on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He's got Green. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw on 3rd down, Fields. He may try and run for this, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Their mobile, agile quarterback on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
First and 10 at the 47.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the...
A.J. Green, the 30, past the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll run Anderson, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Rodney Anderson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They run the counter with Cook. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
On first down, Richard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jalen Richard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not. Get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Browns drive about to get started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what are you, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Hey, Charlie. 57 to Mike. Mike 57.
Switch up, switch up. Hey, check Mike, 50 seconds.
They'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. The Bengals and Browns, this is one of our final few NFL 100 series games. And speaking of series, the 92nd meeting between these two teams. The Bengals holding the 50-41 all-time edge. Last year, the Browns won both games, one in November, then again on December 23rd. And both of these franchises founded by Coach Paul Brown, who, of course, the Browns are named after, but then he would later go downstate to help found the Bengals in May of 1967. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Go. I got motion man. Lean 6'6", pull it high. Now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up to Landry. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2nd and 2. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A gain of 6. That's another Browns first down.
Ready, ready.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit. Yo, cheetah.
Watch the run.
Lead driven.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll drop to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Hey, Alpha.
57. Mike, 57. Let's go, D.
Get it.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Shit.
2nd and 6. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Check 4. Check 3. Alert 3. Check it out.
On third down, Dobbins, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns able to get this one back to within at least some measure of respectability. Seibert on for the PAT. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. First down, here's the run with Anderson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
In your face. Big grip.
Richard. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Come on, QB, come on.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard, and he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
53, Mike, 53. You're not ready.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 48 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. Oh, eluding the tackle. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second and 9 now. He finds his target, Beckham. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Complete to Odell Beckham. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
The Browns on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. Give them 32 on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Looking to throw. And his pass incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Now back to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. On 1st down, Richard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
On second down, Richard takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Browns drive about to get started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
You can't block me.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
On the ready.
53, check 53. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Hit it.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down. Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks for